Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. My name is Gloria Adenokin. I'm the CEO of Madison Avenue Support Services. I gotta make sure to remind myself to give my credentials first, because at the end of the day, why should you listen to what I say? Uh, Mass currently holds $65+ million in contract values. Actually, I don't know the total amount because two of my contracts are BPAs. I know one is worth $1 billion, and I don't know how much the other one's worth. Will we get that $1 billion? No, we won't. Um, that's why I always say 65 million plus. And I did it without any certification. It took me 8 years. Never, when I first started, never spoke to a contract officer. I really don't speak to them now. At the end of the day, I don't speak to them now. Never spoke to a small business liaison. Never spoke to no Oxabu. How I did it was looking at Sam, searching, responding. So that's my credentials. I'm not. The second part of that is I don't have nothing to sell anybody. I don't have no book. I don't have no class. I ain't got no services. I ain't got shit. Nothing. So when I give my educated opinion, it's coming from the perspective of someone who's actually doing this stuff, who's lived it, and also for people talking to people who've also done it, who are not on social media. Um, Most of the stuff I'm gonna talk about going forward is the primary thing is going to be government contracting. I will also talk about small business, and there may be some stuff that I just feel like talking about. You know, there'll just be some shit I feel like speaking on. Today, I actually want to talk about relationships and owning a business. And I'm gonna talk to the fellas first. I'm gonna talk to the guys first. It doesn't matter where you are in that stage. If you're thinking about it, if you have started it, if you've been in it for 10, 15 years, there's some things I want you to be aware of that you need to just be aware of. And I'm speaking as me as a woman of what I would like you fellas to know and do. If you have a good woman, and that's a subjective term, right? But if you have a good woman, and for this instance, I'm gonna say someone who is not a drag on you, someone who's supporting your vision, supporting your mission, is not a drag to you. Y'all need to have a plan, and you need to communicate that plan to your woman. We will follow you to the depths of hell and back. We will stand beside you, sometimes in front of you, sometimes behind you. We're gonna be with you, right? But you must have a plan. And even if it's you laying out a plan, this is a 5-year plan, this is a 10-year plan, this is what I want to do. As long as that woman understands that you have a plan on what you want to do to make sure that the family is secure, they'll support you. It's really important that you guys, and this is specifically for men. It's very important that you guys if you want to start a business, or let's say you're 35, you want to be a rapper, or you want to check your career and be an author, or you want to do anything outside of what you're doing now. That's totally separate from what you're doing, and it's going to bring financial insecurity into the household. You guys have to have someone who supports you. You must. You cannot go out here and grind and work and do what you need to do, and you come home to war. Your house has to be peaceful. And I don't mean like, you walk in the house, the meal is cooked every day, and she do your laundry and take care of the kids. No, I mean your house, when you walking into your peace. That woman who's there with you, oh man, because we don't judge, whatever. That person there, they are supporting you either verbally or silently, giving you what you need. That's incredibly important. If your partner does not support you in your business endeavors or whatever your goal and dreams are, that shit ain't gonna work. And then you yourself, if you don't know, you need to sit there and actually think, is this the life I have with this person? Is it worth the sacrifice of my goal and my ambition? And that's for you to determine. Everyone's going to have regrets. Whatever you do, everyone's going to have regrets. But it's to you to determine if I want to go out here and do something. Because God put you on this planet for a reason. Most of us. Some of us is just accidents. But, sorry. Some of us are just accidents. But the majority of us are here for a reason. And if you decide to be with someone who does not support the reason why you're here, you're going to be miserable. Your spirit is going to die. And you're going to... I'm sorry. Your time on earth is being wasted. Because you with someone who does not support you. For my females, for my women, if you wanna own a business, and you're married or in a long-term relationship, you gotta be very careful with who you. Let me back up. I feel like this is men and women. Y'all jump in bed with too many fucking people that you don't know who they are, what they are, and you just like the pretty picture, the pretty package, and you don't look at the depth. You like the container, but you don't like the content of what's in that container. But for my females, you need to have. I'm sorry. Like this is that whole boss girl, boss bitch shit. The whole work-life balance junk. It is a myth. It does not. Is not real. If you want to be a business owner, a successful one, and you're a woman, you need to have the right partner. They don't need to make your decisions, but when you walk into your house, it should be peace. If you feel like you cannot tell your partner the success you have because you don't want them to feel bad, that's a problem. That's an actual problem. If you feel like you have to diminish yourself to make someone else, your partner, feel good about themselves, or if you tell them the good news that's happening, like you won a contract, you won new business, you won an award, and they're not verbally or facially or just spiritually happy for you, you're in the wrong place. It's not gonna work. And this is not about the feminism, masculine shit. It's that individual person. When it comes to business, you guys are out here. It's war. And I'm gonna talk about this later. Business is actually war. There's no peace in it. So when you go out here, you're fighting battles. You need to come to your house and not fight battles. If any aspect of your life is not going well, if your personal life is not going well, it's going to affect the business. If your business is not doing well, it's going to affect the personal, right? So that's a balance that you have to maintain. The whole happy wife, happy life. No, it's more like happy spouse, happy house. Support your spouse in what they do. Have them support you in what you do. And the last thing I'm gonna say for all my peoples, I don't know how to say this. I actually don't. The older you get, the more you value your peace in your home. The more you value that. And sometimes the peace is not found with the person you're with. And whatever it costs for you, I'm not wishing this on anybody, Lord knows, but I've had enough family members and I had enough friends who went through a divorce. And what I tell them now is the price of your freedom and your peace is whatever else you pay to get divorced. Is whatever you paid to get divorced, and whatever you lost, there's no price on the freedom you have to walk into your house and it's peaceful, right? So that's my thing for today. Be careful with be deliberate with who you're with, especially if you want to start a business. Just be deliberate. All right, guys. That's all I have for today. Happy Juneteenth, which, quite honestly, I wish that was never a federal holiday, but that's, neither here nor there because it is. If you have any questions, you can DM me. My primary platform is LinkedIn, right? It's LinkedIn. So DM me there. I'll catch it immediately. Or you can send an email to nfntmedia1@gmail.com. nfntmedia1@gmail.com. Have a great day. I'm signing out from Baltimore.